At ito yung time din na hinuhubog yung character natin, yung pagkatao natin as a Christian. No? Yung mga trials and challenges is parte ng paglalakbay as a Christian. Pero ito rin yung makakatulong sa atin for our spiritual maturity and prepare us for the greater things. Tulad na sinabi sa James chapter 1 verses 2 to 4. No? Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, wherever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Sa Tagalog, ito din sinasabi. Mga kapatid ko, ariinin yung buong kagalakan kung kayo'y mga hulog sa saring-saring puso. Yamang nalalaman na pagsubok sa inyong pananampalataya ay gumagawa ng pagtitiis. At inyong pabayaan na pagtitiis ay magkaroon ng sakdal na gawa. Upang kayo'y maging sakdal at ganap na walang anumang kakulangan. We should always remember that we should not give up sa mga bagay na mabuti para sa atin o sa mga kapwa. No? Natulad na sinasabi sa Galatians chapter 6 verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. No? Malinaw sinasabi, there's always a time for that reward of doing good at yung wag susuko. Next question. Should I plan my goals or just trust God completely? Tama po bang planuhin lang natin yung goals natin or ipaubaya natin sa Diyos lahat? Ang sagot is yes for both. No? Plan your goals and trust your God. No? Trust God. Both planning and trusting God are important. No? Dapat marunong tayo magplano while acknowledging God na siya yung magdadirect sa ating mga steps and paths and establishes our work. But we have to commit to the Lord. Tulad ng sinasabi sa Proverbs 1:6. Proverbs 16, verse 3 po. Sabi dito na, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. No? And by committing, ano yung nakalakip toward the faith? So, about faith, what role does faith play in achieving our goals? No? Faith is very essential or very important because it gives us the confidence na yung ginagawa natin ay hindi masasayang. No? Iba sa pakiramdam yung meron tayong pananampalataya sa Panginoon. Nakampante tayo na kung ano yung ginagawa natin, rest assured na andyan yung Panginoon sa tabi natin o sa likod natin na patuloy na gumagabay sa anumang ginagawa natin, di ba? And trust that God is working all things together for good and believe that He will help you accomplish what He has called you to do. No? So Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6. Sinabi, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him and He will make your path straight. No? Malinaw sinabi na in all your ways submit to Him and the Lord will make your path straight. And also sa Mark chapter 9 verse 23 sinabi na everything is possible for one who believes. No? So every Christian na naniniwala sa Panginoon na nagpananampalataya, sa lahat ng hingin natin na magaan sa ating puso, mataas yung chance na papakinggan ng Panginoon at tutuparin po. But there's another question na sinasabi, what should I do when I face obstacles and want to give up? No? Kasi lahat naman ng mga problema, mayroong may level of difficulty. Merong mababaw na problema, merong mabigat na problema. May problema na sobra-sobra na hindi na kaya natin as a Christian. So remember, mga kapatid, that difficulties are always temporary, no? And God gives strength to the weary o yung nanghihina. Lagi na isipin na yung goals that we want to achieve is nandun palagi yung pagtitiis o pagkatsaga. Tulad na sinabi sa Isaiah 40:29 to 31. He gives strength to the weary o yung mga nanghihina, increases the power of the weak. Even youths or yung mga kabataan grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. No? Patuloy, they will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. No? And in times that our faith is in a test o sinusubok, we have to persevere o magtiis upang matanggap natin yung buhay na walang hanggan. No? Tulad na sinabi sa Hebrews chapter 10 verse 36, you need to persevere so that when you have done the will of God, you will receive what He has promised. No? Ipinangako ng Diyos sa atin yung buhay na walang hanggan. So, if patuloy tayo nga ng palatay, patuloy tayong titiis sa lahat ng challenges sa buhay natin, at the end, matatanggap natin yung pangako ng Panginoon para sa bawat isa. No? And next would be the differentiate ng patience and perseverance. Short explanation lang to, no? Si patience is the calmly enduring delays or difficulties without complaint. It's all about inner peace while waiting. While on the other hand, si perseverance, it is the actively continuing determined efforts toward a goal despite setbacks. No? It is taking action to push through. So, yung patience and perseverance, well, magkaiba sila, pero itong dalawang bagay na ito is kailangan natin to strengthen our faith and to push yung sarili natin to live here on this earth while being as a Christian. No? And about sa patience and perseverance, I want to share personal experience about this para ma-prove po natin na nakayari siya sa atin. No? So, short story lang po about sa akin. Noong pag-graduate po ko ng senior high school, nakasent na po sa utak ko and already decided ang kunin kong kurso is nursing. So, from junior high school to senior high school, nursing po talaga gusto kong makuha. Ako gusto kong magtrabaho sa medical field po. No? So, what I did, nag-apply po ako in different universities sa Cavite and Manila. And as far as I remember, nasa 6 universities yung napuntahan ko. So, nag-exam ako, then I wait for many days and weeks sa results. So, habang nag-aantay, apply, exam, antay, apply, exam. Para may mga nakapila po. Kasi, mahirap po maging kampante sa isang university. No? So, patuloy ako nag-apply sa mga university. Pero, at the end, sadly, that plan of being a nurse was not for me. No? Bumagsak ako sa mga entrance exams and walang slot for nursing. Then, I remember, nung mga times na yon, I always pray to God na kung ano man yung nakaplano niya para sa akin, I'll completely to follow. At last, sa 6th university, pangalan ng university na in-apply ako, hindi na nursing yung ginawa ko, kundi IT. So, bakit IT? Dahil sabi po ng nanay ko, maganda yung IT, so pinili ko IT. So, I take that as a sign, Lord, na yun yung kunin kong kurso, hindi na yung nursing. So, ito, here I am today, no? Nakagraduate, nagtrabaho dahil sa isang desisyon na ipinaubaya ko sa Panginoon. No? So, gusto ko pa ipakita sa inyo yung impact ng Panginoon sa akin after all of those waiting times at yung pagtitiis at pagkatsaga para makuha yung kurso sa kolehiyo. No? Hindi ko pinangarap o hiniling na mag-IT. Pero yung plano ko is hindi natupad dahil may plano ng Diyos para sa akin na iba. So, gusto ko ipakita sa inyo as evidence, as a testimony po no, na lahat sa atin is may plano at the right time. So, we just need to wait, no, and be persevere sa lahat ng challenges and trials na ating naharap po. No? So, this is just a very short sharing po. No? So, before I leave po, sana po ipairal po natin yung patience and perseverance sa bawat isa and the faith that we have to the Lord. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Pakikinig at balik pa din sa video po.
Maraming salamat po sa sermon natin. Maraming tayo mga sa sentro ng ating pananampalatay. Maraming po sa bilang na 288 po.